What's up, guys? This is Beyond with Extendly for High Level, and today we're excited to share a live masterclass that is going to be presented by Rob Bailey. He's a famous bald guy that I happen to know and does a great job on database reactivation. And Steve Rosenbaum. Steve's joined us recently as the CRO, Chief Revenue Officer at Extendly. He also runs a company called Flawless Follow-Up, which is a white label of a high level. And we happened to acquire a stake in that company a few months ago. And Steve is also getting a SaaSpreneur award as well at the Level Up Summit. So with that, today's topic is unlocking quick wins with database reactivation campaigns. First off, I want to say, I almost start sounding like a broken record at this time, but we are super committed to your success. We want to help you learn, we want to help you grow, and we want to help you win in your business. More importantly, we want to help you become a successful SaaSpreneur, and nothing gives me more happiness than seeing our clients on the Level Up stage receiving those awards. So we are on your side. We are your team. Let us know any help you need in anything. We're here. We want to help, and we want to help you grow your business. As you know, we're dedicated to providing you guys support. We have a dedicated support team. We manage all of the staff on your behalf. We're literally an extension of your team. Someone told me the other day, you're the second CEO. And I said, Steve, you're the second CRO of these agencies. And let's help everyone as much as we possibly can. We're supporting over 1,000 agencies as of today. And we've got over 200 5-star reviews on Google. If you haven't left us a review, please go check it out. Leave us a review. We'd appreciate that. Give us your honest feedback. Before we get started, let's talk about all the fun we're going to have. So Steve and Rob get 3 decades of combined database reactivation experience between the both of them. They've helped plenty of agencies become successful, plenty of clients become successful. Rob's going to talk about how he went in his 2 agencies and how he found the success. They're helping over 535 customers, gym owners. And we do have a special offer. There is an offer at the end, so stick around. It's got some of the over-the-top bonuses added to it. However, it's only available to 54 people. We're going to hit capacity. So 54 is the max we can support in the program. So that's why it's only available to 54 people on the webinar. To get these 2 guys together, it's not an easy task to arrange times and make sure they're both free. So pay attention because putting them together wasn't as easy. All right, so let's get right to it. Please do me a favor, turn off all your distraction, put your phone on D&D and give these 2 gentlemen your full attention. Let's welcome Rob Bailey.
What is up? Let's go. All right, my phone's off now. That means the gloves are coming off, y'all. Are you guys ready? Okay, so listen. And I'm just going to assume no one knows anything about me because that's probably the truth. Or closer to the truth, I should say. So let me just preface this by saying this is not going to be boring. It's not going to be unpractical. It's essentially going to be the exact prescription, the exact offer stack that I used to have a ton of success in my agency. I'm also going to show you real fast why I know all the other wrong ways to do it because I tried that and it didn't work. Okay, so everything that I'm going to show you is from a place of experience. It's not theory. It's not what I think. It's literally what I figured out after going through it and doing it myself. Does everybody, what's up, Robert? Does everybody like practical things that people have actually done? 'Cause there's a lot of fluff out there. There's a lot of, charlatans out there who just, I don't know. They say God knows what for God knows what reason. Is everybody down with that? Because that's all this is going to be for the next hour. Super applicable, real stuff. It's science. Okay. It's going to be close to science. Okay, cool. Please don't waste our time and I'll be forever grateful. Happy to, Jameson. You can smack me right in the face if I waste your time. All right. If you don't learn anything by the end of this hour, feel free to punch me right in the face. Solid. Okay. So the topic here is going to be closer over more. In this presentation, if you do not believe by the time that we're done, that closer is better than more, then I have failed you. Okay, I'll explain a little bit of what that means here in a moment. But I do think that the most common thing that I see, like by far, the most common mistake that I see by far, right, is that agencies are out there trying to stuff everything they possibly can into their offer, and it just does not work, guys. Right? Again, like, this is a conceptual thing. If the one thing that you leave this presentation understanding is that you getting yourself closer to what you want, you helping your clients getting closer to what they want, the better that you get at that piece of skill building in your toolbox, in your skill set, the better off you're going to be. So I'm very, very clearly telling you to not learn everything there is to do in high level and stuff it into an offer that has more. Okay, so that might be challenging for some of you to accept, swallow, whatever, but that's what we're going to jam on today. The reason why is because I see the people who are successful in this community have a really unique perspective. I get to see the behind the scenes on almost every type of person in the high level community. Okay, so I know who's doing well. I know who's not doing well. I know why. And I've also done it. Okay, so this is my beautiful family. This is a bit of a dated picture. My kids are 10, 8, and 6 now. But it's really hard to wrangle those little suckers. They're like feral cats. They just run all over the place. They're never still. So that's a good shot of the 5 of us all in one place. Yes, I'm bald. I started a 7-figure failure agency trying to do more, right? I tried to do everything for everyone. I tried to put more things in our offering. I tried to add line items to every invoice that I sent out, and it just did not work. It was a total failure, even though I was doing 7 figures of revenue. The profit margins were not there, and if we lost one client, we were in the red. It was terrible. Okay, after 3 years, we scuttled the ship, said, hey, we're going to close this sucker down. Everybody was surprised. They thought we were doing really well because on paper we were, but there was no profit. I would have made more money working at a McDonald's. If you boil it down to per hour, I was working more than I ever had in my life, super stressed out, and we were having kids through this whole time. So you can imagine, as a new dad, telling the world that I'm going to do well and go out there and crush it with this new agency, right? So that was a failure. And in my eyes, I learned a lot. I learned everything not to do, but I was stubborn, didn't ask for help, didn't look around at why people were successful, didn't study from people who were doing what I wanted to achieve. Right. And then I had to lick my chops. I had to go back, and in the next agency that I started, I did everything differently. I hired a mentor for the first time. I studied people who were doing exactly what I wanted to achieve. So guys, write this down. This is my best piece of advice by far. Write this down. Instead of asking for opinions in Facebook groups, state your name. So write down your freaking name. Please, dear God, do this. I will find the person who has done exactly what I want to achieve and consume every piece of information that person has put out or is willing to put out. Write that down. Okay, I'm going to stop asking for opinions in Facebook groups. The reason why is all you're going to do is collect a more mindset, and you're not going to get yourself any closer to the business that you want. That's all that does. Okay, so it drives me nuts. I see people in here on one hand complaining that they're not successful, and on the other hand, they're taking advice from people who just haven't done anything. Their opinions are worthless. Like, I'm sorry to say it like that, but it's the truth. Like, hopefully some of you are nodding going, hell yeah, glad someone said it. And others of you are like, gosh, that Rob guy might be a dick. I'm not sure yet. I promise you it's from a place of love. I want for you to do well. That's why I'm spending my time here. I have no direct benefit from being here, but I am going to give you my best stuff, the thing that literally changed my life for me and my family. And then I've gone on to train 30,000 plus go high levelers on the systems, processes, and strategies that I've learned to get myself there. And so they're freely available to you now. Okay. So zero gatekeeping. And I'm also Extendly's brand ambassador. I have a very, very strong relationship with Beyond and his whole team because they share the same ethics and we have the same goal. Our goal is to help every single GHLer elevate to get closer to the business and the lifestyle that they want. That's it. Beyond has a great vision and his whole team is on board, right? So Tale of two agencies. Can't you guys imagine me shutting down my agency, right? Me shutting down my agency. We just had our first baby. My wife was like, hey, maybe you should get a job. And I just like, I don't cry that often. It's not because I'm like some tough guy or whatever. It's just like, it takes a lot. And there was so much pressure that I built up for myself. And after years of sort of figuring this out, I was like, why did I like burst out crying when she said that to me? And it wasn't because like I really did not want to go get a job. So that was part of it, I guess. I was like, no, jobs are evil. But I also was extremely disappointed that I let everybody down. I let my team down. I felt like I let my clients down. I let my family down. We had another baby on the way. And I just felt like I let everyone down. It was like everyone was so supportive and I just couldn't figure it out. Like, why wasn't it working? Right? There was all this money flying around. Why couldn't I bring home the bacon? So the key is, guys, I hired someone to help me, a mentor. If you want to know who that is, Billy Jean. I do not mind you telling. He helped me immensely with this at the beginning of my second agency, and I'm eternally grateful. And the reason why I went to him wasn't because he's funny. I actually thought he was a jerk when I first saw some of his videos. In real life, he is a 10 out of 10 person. He has a bit of an alter ego online, yes, but that guy took me under his wing and literally showed me the blueprint. At the time, he was doing $250,000 or $300,000 helping local businesses, and he was doing that per month, right? Helping some of the biggest brands in the US. And I was like, that's the business I want. So I went and bribed him to work with me. I said, whatever it takes, man. If I can do it, I'll do it, right? So I'm going to give you all those best strategies, that the concepts that he taught me, the concepts that I picked up from other people along the way, us figuring stuff out through our seven-figure success with our agency. And we're going to just give you all this stuff here no matter what, but at the end there is going to be a special offer, and I think you're going to love that. So if you have a high interest in executing it fast, you're going to love this whole thing. And if you want to go even faster, at the end, the offer that these guys have put together is absolutely ridiculous. So here's how I booked 535 locations in just 22 months. And is this pace okay, guys? I'm not going to look at the comments, but tell me if I'm talking too fast, not going fast enough. I don't want for you guys to be bored to death. I just want to drop the knowledge. So beyond, or Steve, if you want to.
Everyone's giving you thumbs up, so it looks like you're good.
Okay, cool. So this is how we did it for an agency from scratch. I hired Billy's help. I said, dude, give me the blueprint. We started, I didn't know anything about fitness. We kind of fell into it because the gym that I went to personally was one of my best clients. That's how this started. Didn't particularly like the gym industry, really didn't know a whole lot about it. Just had a couple on my roster, and the one I went to, I formed a great relationship with the people there who ran it and who owned it, and we were able to do some really great things. That turned into 535 locations in just 22 months. And the model that we ran was a software with a service model. I'm going to show you guys what that is. So we stopped doing the old model, the one that failed, the one that scuttled the ship, where I was doing everything for everyone, right? Everything from websites to content marketing to marketing automation to blog posts to SEO to like you name it. I had like 3,000 SKUs from that business. It was nauseating. The new business, I had one SKU. You guys know what a SKU is? It's like the little barcode thing when you buy a product. So I turned it from a jack of all trades agency into a productized service. And the model I chose was software with a service. So clients could buy one thing from us. It was a package that got them a specific result. And they were happy enough to do it that it worked 535 times in 22 months. Then at the end, I sold that agency. Okay. So it vastly increased the worth of my business. That was a side benefit that was really nice to have, right? So this is a new way, this is a new model, and some of you might think that this is review. If you do, I promise you, like the only way that you can say that this is review really is if you've done 535 or more locations. So you're going to learn something from this, I promise. Okay. So I'm going to give you my exact 7-figure stack offer. I'm going to show you how to charge a premium by moving your client closer to the sale, not adding more shit that doesn't get them closer to the sale. Does that make sense? Like, we're not talking about blog posts and sending an email broadcast. Like, none of those things move them closer to the sale, do they? They might be willing to pay you 100 or 200 bucks a month for a few months, but we're not, most of the people on here are not kids looking for a summer side gig. Like if you have a family or you're serious, like you need to make some serious cash and build a real business, these are the things that are going to get you there. It's not going to be that other stuff that's commoditized, I promise. Okay. So we went from 0 to 2.2 million, 22 months in a brand new niche, bootstrap. No one knew who the heck we were. I didn't even know what I was doing when I started this thing. But from by month 5, we were able to do 50,000 a month in cash collected. That's not revenue, that's cash collected. By month 10, we were doing 100,000 a month. And by the following May, we did 409,000. And it was even a little higher than that month, but we had some people paying us in weird methods like cash or mailing us a check or whatever. And then I was able to sell that agency in February of 19. So there's your proof. Bam. We helped all these locations all over the US and Canada, and even a few out like internationally. And we ended up working with some of the biggest brands in the world, in the fitness niche at least, because our system works so well. And there was a gap, right? There was a gap between the software that these businesses had and solving the speed to lead problem. So our software with a service, all it did was solve one problem with one product. And every single one of these franchises and every franchisee within them was suffering from the same problem. No one was playing the game that they needed to play to make more sales. Okay. This is so simple, guys. It's definitely simple. Okay. And that's kind of all I have to say about that as it regards to me. This is a picture. So right after I sold my agency, or maybe it's like the month or two before, I had a little workshop for agency owners. I think there was like 16 people in the room. Up front there's Renee Gruber. She's an awesome human. If you don't know her, shout out to Renee. Then there's Sean and Robin, and they came to this workshop to pitch high level out of beta to my group. And every single person there and every person at home virtually signed up that day. So at the time of this photo, and I'm not saying this about me, guys, because I just think that people have told me this is helpful. Okay. At the time of this photo, I was paying a $44,000 a month Scipio bill, because the software that we used to get the leverage was Scipio, and all Scipio does is two-way SMS text, business texting, right? So these guys replaced it, and it was a better tool and saved us tons of money, unlocked unlimited capacity for us, or near unlimited, for $300 a month. $300 a month. Okay. So we've been there since the beginning. Sean and Robin asked me to become their very first affiliate promoter. Since then, I've become like High Level's top grossing affiliate still to this day. There are some other people who are on the leaderboard that are doing more now, but I've just, overall, if you added up all the years I've been doing it, I'm still the top grossing affiliate. So hopefully you believe me by now. I know what the heck I'm talking about, at least a little bit, even if my jokes are bad. We're gonna help you make some money. So do I have permission to get right into it? Can we go? I'm gonna assume that's a yes. If the answer is no, then you're probably not paying attention, which is also fine, I guess.
A bunch of thumbs up, hearts.
Yeah. Let's go.
Great. Yeah, no one said no.
Okay, dope. So 5+ years of being really close to the high level founders. Like, I get this really cool bird's eye view of the entire thing. I watched it start from zero, helped them craft a lot of the features. My team helped them develop a lot of the feature sets you guys use every day today, starting with the conversation stream and two-way text messaging and automation behind it. But all that to say, I've got this really cool view, and I get to see what the people who are destroying it are doing and what they're not doing. And I get to contrast that with what the people who are either just getting started or who are floundering for any length of time, what those people are doing or not doing. And the folks I see killing the most are doing 1 to 3 simple things. Okay. These are the people building month over month, predictable recurring revenue and quietly increasing their exit valuation on the back end. All right. We won't get into, valuations and how high level can really help you with that here, but just know that you can get an 8, 10, 12x valuation on the back end if the software is under your brand. The average agency exit value is about 1 to 2x. So you can increase that to 8x, 10x, 12x, somewhere in that region if you set things up correctly. That's an advanced thing. I'm just telling you, if you're going to build it anyways, you may as well be getting paid for all the software you're going to have to use to do your marketing and advertising for your clients. May as well be you. All right. So don't think about doing more. Just do the 1 to 3 simple things with your software. It's beautiful. This is a gift. We've got this white label software. We can call it our own. It can increase our valuation and give us tons of leverage, all this stuff. You get the best of both worlds. You have the team and the infrastructure of $1 billion software company behind you. You pay one small monthly fee and you can charge whatever you want for it. I very highly recommend charging charging up front and charging high ticket. And at the very worst, if a client ever decides to leave for any reason at all, you can keep the software on and charge and keep that back end monthly recurring revenue. I see it all the time. When I sold my agency, everybody who was my client was still paying Scipio. They kept all those customers, guys. $44,000 a month worth. Wouldn't that be nice if that was you instead of some other company in that scenario? You betcha. Okay, so here's the premise. More is not better. Closer over more. Focus purely on the outcome your clients want, not the features, tech, or tools. Right? You guys may have seen me say this in the high level Facebook group. I say it all the time. I'm trying to help people. I'm really not trying to be a jerk, but I have to be a little bit polarizing in order to get people's attention with this. Right? So if you guys have ever seen me talk about this, I try to make it as black and white as possible. If you can do one thing, one outcome, get your client one outcome, which is just get them closer to the sale, and you cut everything else out, you can raise your prices, get really good at 1 to 3 things, and your clients are happy to pay a higher ticket price for that because it's so dang valuable to them, right? Here's the average small business owner. They're busy as heck. They're very time poor. In other words, they don't have time for you to drop another tool in their lap and say, hey, you figure it out and pay me $100 or $300. They don't have time to do that, guys. So if you didn't already know that, just walk in your average small business. They're not sitting around with idle time on their hands. They're running around like a chicken with their head cut off, trying to hire, trying to fire, trying to keep the doors open, trying to keep the toilet clean, trying to do this or that, right? So let's not dump another tool in their lap and say, good luck, pay me my money like everyone else. Let's not be the ones who do that. Okay, this is the reason why pure SaaS doesn't work. Hopefully you believe me. I see it all the time. People are like, pure SaaS, pure SaaS. It doesn't work, guys. It'll take you a millennium to to make enough money to probably live the lifestyle you want. And training these SMBs will take the equivalent of moving a small mountain to get them to adopt it. Okay. So what do all small business owners want? They want to be closer to the sale. Get it so close that all I have to do is tap it in like a putt. Learn that from Billie Jean. Make the marketing or the service or your offer stack so good that all they have to do, it's like a layup in basketball, or it's like a 1-foot putt in golf. So good that all they have to do is it's an easy putt. It's almost a gimme, right? So these are the types of results we got for our clients. So Hayes Carter owns at Anytime Fitness. Before he had 20 new members in October, it was the slowest month of the year. We ran a reactivation campaign for him. He got 100 new members in October, the month he started working with us. And so that was a 5x membership growth, which in the gym world is like unicorn status. Okay. Chris Campbell owned a title boxing facility, had a huge list, like 10,000 lists, really clean, really solid list. Great operator, not a good promoter or marketer. He used to get 0 sales appointments in December. He would just give up because in the gym industry, December is extremely slow typically. We did a reactivation campaign to his lists. He got, I think at the end, it ended up being like 425 or 450 appointments by the time we were done. It spilled out in January. When January reports came out for December, he became the #2 title boxing in the world out of nowhere. He wasn't even on the leaderboard prior to that. So this stuff works. Why does it work so well, guys? Why does solving the speed to lead problem get your clients closer to the sale? There's all these studies out there that prove this stuff in the B2B space. But if you get to a web generated lead within 5 minutes, you have a 900% increase in contact rate. That means a 900% higher chance of closing that person. Right? And this is from a really old, stinky article from 2009 that says, do you have the technology to make it happen? Do you see that in the bottom right there, guys? This is in 2009. They examined 3 years of data across six companies. and 15,000 leads, right? So someone did this gnarly study. It's always been like this in business. This is not the only study that's out there on this. It's always, always, always been this way in business. So that's all we did was move the client closer to the sale. So here's where the money's at for you and your clients. This is the reason why you can charge a higher price point. When you solve the speed to lead problem for your clients, they make more what? More money. They have more putt-ins, more layups, more 1-foot putts, right? So here's the other problem that you're helping them solve. What do all of their customers, meaning the people who pay your clients money, what do those people want in today's world as a consumer? What do they want? They want personalization. They want humanization. They want to be treated like a human, not a number. How many of you guys love sitting on hold with Bank of America or American Airlines for 60 minutes, 90 minutes just to get through to someone who can't even help you, and then have them sort of tell you it's your fault? How many of you guys enjoy that experience? Like no one, right? So today, this is the average consumer expects to be treated like this. They want, like if you text them and do it the right way, and you do it quickly, you can offer personalization, humanization, speed, right? This is fantastic customer service. This is at the expected level of customer service nowadays. It's not even like fantastic, it's expected. So all we're helping them do is use the tool and the strategy to send an SMS automatically within 60 seconds when meaning we reply for them. Remember, the SMBs are busy. Remember that part? They're super busy. They don't have time to drop everything they're doing and get to every lead in 60 seconds or less, but we can help them do that. All right. So here's the exact recipe. The reason why we're able to charge high ticket is because we're selling our clients money at a discount, right? 400 plus membership opportunities for Chris made him a wealthy man that month, right? So he was happy to pay us for our software with a service offer, right? Software with a service. We charge 6 to 10K to our gyms there at the end. We didn't start that way. We built that up over 22 months, but I think we started off at 500 a month, actually, if I remember correctly. But near the end there, we would charge 6 to 10K, depending on the size of the gym, for 3 months worth of service. And this is the only thing that we would have in that offer. These are the only things that we included, guys. So more important than what you see on the screen is what is not included. We didn't do anything else, okay? So write this down. I will make a software with a service stack that gets my client to a specific outcome. Write it down. You know, you need to figure it out if you're not going to solve the speed to lead problem, but these are the 3 biggest things that solve the speed to lead problem, okay? Database reactivation. This is an outbound strategy. You send a text message, an email, you know, social DMs, whatever the case may be, but we got prolific with SMS, right? We said, okay, we're going to load up a list of contacts, of the client's contacts. We're going to send an outbound message in smaller batches. We're going to respond to every single lead that responds and raises their hand. We're going to respond in 60 seconds or less. And we're going to get a really good response rate because these are warm or hot people on this list. These are people that have been inside the place of business or have transacted with that business before, typically. Okay. Thing 2 is inbound SaaS hooks. So this is an inbound strategy. We help the client capture more leads and nurture those leads to a point of sale to get them closer to the sale from the client's existing warm traffic. How many of you guys can fire up Google right now and find a client you know has traffic? How many of you can do that? Type a 1, open the chat. If you don't know how to do that, you literally open up Google, type in a keyword like plumber near me. Oh, Marcia, stop. Plumber near me, and everything that's on page 1, those people are getting traffic. Doesn't matter whether it's paid search, organic search, the map section, all those people are getting traffic. Here's a cool test. Text the number, call the number, hit the forms on their website, hit their socials and DM them. See how fast they are at responding. You don't even, I don't even need for you to do that here because they're awful at it. I'm just telling you, the average small business will not respond quickly, and sometimes they won't even respond at all. They just do not have the systems, processes, tools, people, know-how, strategy, none of that stuff. They don't have it, right? So you can do the inbound SaaS hooks, and so just find a client who already has traffic, guys. Make it easy. You don't want to help a client with inbound strategies that has no traffic. They're going to expect for you to do all that for them, which is expensive, right? So just find somebody who's already got traffic. It's super simple. They already got there. It doesn't mean that they're good at capturing or following up, right? So don't expect that they already are good at that, because they're not. Right? And it's like the 99-1 rule on that. So if you find a unicorn that's doing it well, good for them, but that is not the norm, guys. Just telling you. It's like 1 out of 100 will be doing that well already. And then there's, if you want to do some paid ads like Facebook, Instagram ads to a funnel to capture some more leads and generate some fresh blood for the business, cool, go ahead and do that. But what are we going to do for that client? Our software stack is going to capture those leads better than the client could, and it's going to follow up with them better than they could. Okay, so take a screenshot, write it down, whatever you need to do. This is how we offered our stack, and we started with reactivation because reactivation did not require ad spend. It's also the simplest way to deploy something that gets the best result for the client. So without ad spend, we get them 40 to 500 appointments, depending on what their offer was. There was a little bit of variance there, but it always worked. It just was a matter of degree. Okay. So if you do a reactivation campaign, your client got 12 free appointments, that's 12 more than they were getting yesterday. If you hit a home run with it and you get 500 appointments for them, they're going to kiss you on the mouth, and that'll keep them busy for 3 months. Okay. So it's definitely worth doing this. And typically, this is the best way to find out if the client is a good fit for you, because all those things that are out of your control, like their reputation or their customer service or their product or whatever they sell, if that's not a good thing that people want, you can find out before getting into bed with them and having to refund them and all that stuff. You can just start a reactivation and find out like on day 1, typically, if it's going to be good, right? So this is the second thing in our stack, guys. Lead nurturing. That's it. Hey, cool. We're going to connect all your inbound lead sources, or at least the biggest ones that matter. And we're going to get you a bunch of traffic starting tomorrow. Okay. We're going to capture and nurture those leads to a point of sale for you. Third thing is, if we even got to this, ads. So all of these will help your average small business client plug their leaky bucket and get more sales opportunities starting tomorrow. Do you guys have something in your tool set today? If you do, this is not a rhetorical question. If you do, I'm going to pat you on the back for this, but do you have something in your skill set or your offer that you can go to clients with or prospects with or both and say, hey, Mr. Client or Mrs. Client, starting tomorrow, I can plug your leaky bucket and you can start getting more sales opportunities starting tomorrow. Do you guys have that in your stack? Yes or no? Awesome. You guys are doing better than most. Yeah. Better than most. Better than most. Good, guys. Pat on the back if it's a yes. If it's a no, we're going to solve that today, aren't we? Right? So the secret benefit that gets you as an agency owner is it solves the biggest problem in your agency. And the biggest problem in your agency is typically the sales fulfillment paradox. So back in my first agency, when I was quoting a $30,000 website with content marketing and design and development and all this stuff, if I got a yes, it was a double-edged sword. Yes, I got the $30,000 thing, and you hang up the phone, and the first thing you have to do is what? You have to go fulfill on it for 3 weeks or a month. Does that mean you have to stop taking sales calls? Well, it does if you're a good human and you care about the result that you get your client. Yeah, you do. Right? So the key for you should be, I'm looking for something that does not take a ton of time for me to fulfill on, that gets the outcome that the client wants, right? This is the way you get closer to what you want. So what about you, right? The agency owner, the person who started this because you were dreaming big, because you wanted the lifestyle you want, because you want a better life for your kids, a better life for your family. Like, that matters too, guys. There's so many folks out there who are just bending over backwards for their clients and they're not getting what they want out of it. You know, the agency owners aren't getting what they want out of it. And Sean understood that when he started this company, y'all. Sean and Robin did. I think Bruin just really wanted to make a Ferrari. So he's like, yeah, sure, whatever. But this is the problem out there, right? So when you get what you want and the client gets what they want simultaneously, meaning you get paid to set up something once and you get paid over and over again, and they're happy to keep paying the bill because you're the first person in their life who's helped them do something that actually works, then there's this harmonious, aligned relationship with your client, which means your churn goes way down, your retention goes way up. Your clients start telling everybody they know in the business, you know, other local businesses about what you do, other small businesses about what you do. Start getting referrals out of nowhere, which is one of the reasons why we scaled so fast in our agency. So for you guys, I'm just telling you this because, again, remember, I've observed who's killing it and who's not. You need to have something that's valuable enough for a client to pay you high ticket, $2,000 to $3,000 a month. I'm not saying that you have to start that right out of the gate. I'm not saying that you have to go immediately to charging that amount, okay? But it has to be valuable enough for them to pay that to you. Meaning, if your skill level got to the point to where you could sell it at 6 to 10K up front, that it makes sense for the client to actually do that, right? So look at your future self in a year, 2 years, 3 years, and you getting 6 to 10K up front for every build that you agreed to a client on, and having them be happy to do it, right? It has a lot to do with your offer and what that offer gets your client, right? But that's your nugget. That's the thing that you get to have from. That's the benefit. It also must be highly repeatable for you to fulfill at scale without your time being swallowed up by fulfillment, meaning you get paid to build once for a couple hours ideally, and you also get paid to keep it on each month thereafter. So you get the best of both worlds. Does that make sense to everyone? Drop a 1 if this is resonating. Getting down to it now. Let's go. All right. So how do we get that leverage? This one you might want to take a picture of unless you're a really excellent writer. So here are some scale keys. Guys, this is something worth noting. Like, it should piss you off that I did that well. Like, it should really piss you off. Here's why. And what I mean by that, it's coming from a place of love, again. But I'm not that smart. I'm not the smartest dude on the block, okay? I'm a terrible academic learner. You know, I'm not a good writer. I have like a reading disability that got diagnosed in college. Like, I barely, you know, I did not graduate college. I barely graduated high school. I had like a 2.3, I think, something like that. I'm not a good student. I'm not very smart. But here's what I know how to identify leverage points, right? So when I was doing all this stuff before high level existed, remember now, I did 535 clients and got the results that you guys saw, logging in and out of like 300 Scipio accounts per day, right? Hiring a team to just sit there and log in and out and write the same message back by hand manually over and over and over again. So you guys think I was pretty happy when I found high level? I was ecstatic. It meant like 8 team members no longer, you know, we had to figure out what they would do instead. But we could do unlimited scale with 1 person the moment high level came out, and it was $44,000 a month cheaper. That's a huge leverage point, right? So we're lucky to have high level, first of all, right? But here's how you can get even more leverage than you already have, is my point telling you that story, because you guys have an opportunity to do even better than I did because of these things, right? So it should piss you off a little bit that the tools are giving you all this leverage. Like, if you're not doing anything with it, then what the heck are you doing, right? Like, if you're saying that you want this, but you're not leveraging these things, these are the leverage points. I'm giving you the keys right here, okay? So, like, I think 10 minutes before I jumped on this call with you guys, Sean sneakily dropped a Loom video, a Sean Kamenchev video. Hey, Sean, coming at you. You know how he starts every Loom off of that? It's hilarious. Conversational AI I haven't had a time to look at it yet, but it appears that they just announced that it's live, or a portion of it is live. So use this, guys, for scalable appointment booking for your client. Do not ask your client to follow up with the leads. Don't do it. Right? For inbound and outbound responses. So whether you're doing a reactivation or replacing forms on their website or putting a chat widget or doing missed call text back, you handle the responses. The way that used to work is I would hire someone and they would sit there and I would train them and they would, mess up sometimes, but mostly it was pretty good. And then, then human rollover came out. So you could offer that as a solution to your clients. But now AI is here, guys. So you have unlimited scalability to offer this to your clients. They nor you can hire anyone or anything as good or cheaper as AI now, right? Like we're there. We are there. So, the beginning of this year was a little bit like, oh, it's not as good as a human quite yet, but now it's there, guys. It for sure is. Okay. So now you can handle as many clients as you can book without having to stop selling in order to fulfill. Okay, so use that, guys. It's a huge leverage point. Can everybody see that? Scale key 2, use white label support. My favorite, company offering this by far is Extendly. All right. So now you're not stuck. So think about it. You get a sale. You're like, yes, I got the sale. Now you're not stuck onboarding or doing customer service all day. So when your client has a question about the software or how something works or whatever the case may be, you're not up in the middle of the night, freaking out because someone's got a question at 12:05 a.m., right? Also, hiring and training for this position is completely painful. I don't know how I did it with those 8 people because, again, I'm not the smartest dude in the world. But Extendly does that for you. So it's 24/7 white gloves, white label, white glove support. Huge leverage point. You do not have to hire anyone to solve that problem once you start getting, clients in. It's a massive part of this, guys, right? So I wish it's another thing I wish I would have had. I would have made so much more money had we had it back then. Scale key 3. You can do add-ons. Like if you're going to offer ads, look for a leverage point. The leverage point is, hey, I'm not going to sit here and do custom ads for clients all day. I'm just going to, use a library of custom of proven ad campaigns. The clients can go in there, pick the one they like, click 3 buttons, assign a budget, and they're off to the races. Why am I okay with doing that? Because I know the game is speed to lead, and we're covering that for our client. So yeah, go ahead and fire up $500 for this month, client. Pick an ad you like. We'll follow up with all the leads that come from that ad. Works like hotcakes, and you're not stuck sitting there going back and forth, checking stuff incessantly. The client does it, not you. Fantastic. So let me tell you guys a secret. This might sound like a lot, even though it's 1 to 3 things. It's not, guys. It's really not. This is something that happened that completely caught me by surprise. 60% of the time, my clients only needed 1 of these tactics to be full and happy. They didn't even need all 3. Okay, so have you guys ever heard Sean say, yeah, there's companies out there that are like billion-dollar companies and all they do is missed call text back? That's what he's saying. A lot of the time, clients this will be the first time that any one thing that they've ever tried has worked for them. Okay, so just think about that. Simplicity wins. Simplicity wins, and simplicity gets you closer to what you want, most importantly, which is why we're all here, right? So here's just a quick story, just because I think it's useful. But one of my coaching clients, Chuck, got in touch with this roofer, and the roofer said on the sales call that his website leads are going to a pile to die. And so Chuck said, what should I do? And I said, well, just replace the form and make his phone buzz every time he gets a lead. Right? So he knows that he's got a lead. So Chuck tested it, installed it, took about 15 minutes to install the form on this new client's website. Gets an email asking if he did a second test. And he's like, no, that wasn't me. It was a real lead with a leaky roof. And he woke up this morning, he had 2 more website leads and wants to talk about adding more inbound SaaS hooks. That's how we'll translate that at the end. Right. And there's our sales coach, Nick Robbins, who's an OG. And he said, LFG, Chuck, this will literally happen with 99.999% of local business websites. So again, do you think that roofer is stoked? I don't know how much the average roofing gig is, but it's $10,000 at least, I would think. So that's $30,000 that Chuck helped him recapture in like less than a day. Make sense to everybody? Simple wins. So our best quick win strategy is database reactivation. It doesn't have to be that, guys, but it's the one that you can control with the most amount of upside, with the least amount of variables and the least amount of downside. All right, so Extendly is going to give this to you absolutely free. This is my proven step-by-step training that I gave to them, so you guys can have it for free. There's literally zero catch. And that's in your hands. You can have that. Okay, so use it, make money with it. I want you to be successful with it. I'd love to hear your stories about how successful you've been with it. We'll give some use cases at the end, like Steven said. But here's the deal, y'all. The old way of expecting the lead follow-up to happen by the client, this is what you're looking at. Okay, so let's say Rob does lead generation somehow. Run a Facebook ad, reactivation, whatever the case may be. If you expect the client to do 0 lead follow-up, maybe 2 to 10 walk-ins happen. When walk-ins, I mean sales opportunities. That's what they call it in a gym, a walk-in, or show is another word. That might result in 1 to 5 sales. This is why lead nurturing is so powerful and why it's so valuable to small businesses, guys. The new way, if you nurture those 100 leads in 60 seconds or less, max 5 minutes or less, and you do that for them, they'll get on average 60, 80 appointments. We've seen higher, we've seen lower, but that's kind of the average. From that, we saw our gym clients get 48 to 64 walk-ins, is 20 to 40 sales versus 1 to 5. You guys see the difference in the math there? This is the reason why lead nurturing is the linchpin part in all of this. So get your clients closer to the sale, do it for them. So easy now, right? So here's the steps. Step 1, get a lead. Really don't care where it comes from. Facebook ads are colder. Reactivations are warmer to hotter. So you're going to get, better response rate from a warmer source. That's just how it works. So step 1 is you want to text them right away. Appointment booking wise, guys, it accounted for 96% of our successful bookings. So SMS, I know it's a pain in the ass deal with A2P and all that other stuff, but do it. It's a blue ocean opportunity right now because most people won't even bother with the A2P stuff, right? So do not sleep on SMS. It will still be huge moving forward. I don't care what anyone says. Just do it compliantly, fix the problems, and you're going to be one of the only solutions left out there to operate, okay? So, you just want to send a simple message like this. In our training, you'll get the details on how to use phrasing and our proven wording and, some sample offers that we've used so you can shortcut what to write and how. But that's it. It's three lines there. Hey, Rob, it's Ashley at Bob's Gym. Today, we're giving out a few free 10-day passes. Would you like one? If you need to opt out, go ahead and reply stop. Right? I think the verbiage that we ended up using was, would you like for me to save one for you? Or something like that. That's it, guys. That's our whole reactivation script. You're welcome. It's not complicated. In fact, the more you write, the worse it performs. Okay. So more is not better. That's just another reason why more is not better. So appointment reminders you can automate. High level makes that super easy. Something I didn't have back in the day, but that really helps with show rates, by the way. So do the appointment reminders for your client. That's a good thing to reiterate. So this is the new way, guys. Take a picture of it, screenshot it, whatever you want to do. But if you're not handling this middle step, you're leaving a ton, like a money bag on the table, because it means a money bag to your clients. Make sense? So whatever you do, if you guys have other ideas on how to innovate on this, or you're thinking of other conceptual ways, like in other words, you're thinking of maybe a separate tactic that might work with this framework, do it. But whatever you do, learn how to sell the hole, not the drill, meaning sell the outcome that the clients want, not the tool that helps them get them there, right? Like when you go to hire a house contractor, you're not asking them what brand of nails and hammers they're buying, right? A hammer is just a tool, just like high level is just a tool. The contractor's skill level combined with that tool is what makes the big, beautiful house. And as the homeowner, that's all you care about is this is how it works. I give you money, you do the work and the skill, and use the tools, whatever tools you think are best to get the job done, right, Mr. Contractor? Yep, that's it. That's how it works. Cool. Here's my money. Call me in 3 months when my house is done. Right? So you sell the results. You do not sell the features, tactics. Turn off the feature brain, guys, for you and your clients. I promise you that it makes your life so much easier. And for God's sakes, do not include the kitchen sink in your offers. It's literally a deal killer. Okay. So let's have some fun. Just like on a, tell me on a scale 1 to 10, how hot are you guys? Like, was that good? Was that exciting? Do you feel like you learned something to go and implement in your business right away? 10. Awesome. Good. I literally just gave you guys the exact blueprint, pretty much.
Oh, the chat's going crazy. I got 10s, we got an 8, we got a 12, and a
12.
bunch of
Yeah. So
hearts and loves.
Hey,
15.
but and Rob, some style points. People just saying, man, they appreciate the transparency, the humbleness. They really no hype. So thank you for that.
Yeah, happy to. And guys, the only difference between me and you, okay, besides the obvious thing, which is experience now, right? But the only thing between me and you that's different is that you guys have, leverage that is about 100x more than the leverage I had back then. And I was still able to do that, what I showed you guys, right? So I'm just telling you, it is about 100 times easier to get the result that I just displayed to you, okay? So think about the leverage points in your offer and in your business. And where you're getting those leverage points at every phase of your business, you unlock near unlimited scale. And that's what, like when you guys see people getting awards, like Beyond just talked about it, they just got the list. They're finding some uncommon leverage. That's how they're winning, right? So think about the leverage points that you can have in your offer. Every single high leveler can come in and offer this. And there's 33 million small businesses in the US, okay? It took 500 for me to have a nice, healthy, multi-7-figure a year business.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
So think about that. There's 33 million businesses out there. Competition is not a thing. It might feel like it because we're in our bubble, but the 33 million businesses out there who are running their day-to-day, they don't even know who you are or who we are, or even what high level is, most of them, right? So think about that. How many of those do you need to make life-changing money, right? It's like most of you, if you had 100 clients, just 100 clients, it'd be life-changing for you. And you'd have a healthy exit valuation, and you'd be serving your customers in a way that, they've just never experienced before, right? So Steve, did you want to kind of tell some cool stories? Because I love your both of your stories, actually. These are great, right?
Thanks, man. Like Rob, I've been doing this a little while too. We got three decades combined. That's 29 and a half years from Rob and 6 months from me. No, actually, I created a course 11 years ago called Sales CPR, which was a database reactivation campaign. And I did it. And I got to tell you, it was a lot harder in those days. And we weren't using text messaging, and we had to kludge a whole bunch of things together, but we had those same results. And I wanted to share that with you because Rob just gave you an incredible blueprint. He called it the blueprint, right? Rob gave you a blueprint. A lot of you had a lot of questions. What happens when this happens? What happens when this happens? How do you do this? Would you guys like to see in real life the answer to all those questions? Do you want to see some real life examples of what this looks like? And it is fun. We said we're going to have some fun, right? Yeah, you guys want to do that? Because that's what I'm going to do. And stay here because yes, we have an offer for you because yeah, you got the blueprint. But how do you like it to be all tied up and wrapped in a bow and drop dead simple to implement? We got that coming up too. All right. So hang in there. Let me share my screen here. Now, I'm relatively new. Bayant gave me a little introduction at the beginning. I just joined Extendly just a little over a month ago as their chief revenue officer. And I'm quite flattered and humbled, frankly, by Bayant asking me to join the team. And the thing we agreed on was, I don't want to just be the chief revenue officer for Extendly. I want to be the chief revenue officer for every single agency out there. I've been blessed that I do know how to make money doing this. Okay, I do know what to charge. I do know the offer, the power of the offer, which is what a lot of folks are missing. But we're going to solve that for you today. So a little bit about myself. Rob thought it was important to announce that he was bald as a leading characteristic. I am gray. So bald people can do database reactivation, and gray-haired people can do database reactivation. I have more than 4 decades, or approaching 4 decades anyways, of creating revenue and wins. I am now Extendly's Chief Revenue Officer. We've talked about that. I am the founder of Flawless Follow-Up, which is now a SaaSpreneur. Yay! Created Sales CPR, a database reactivation campaign that I started selling about 11 years ago. I am a new grandpa. And yes, I've got kids too, but now we talk about the granddaughter. That's the sweetest thing going on in our life right now. I love to coach and mentor. I do it a lot. And it's rewarding to me. There's people on this call now that used to learn from me 11 years ago, and they came back and they said, man, you're still teaching the same stuff you taught 11 years ago. I said, yeah, there's a reason for that, because it still works. Everybody else is on these bright, shiny objects. Rob doesn't talk about bright, shiny objects. I don't talk about bright, shiny objects. We talk about foundational stuff that wins and works day in, day out. And it has always worked, and it will always work. And I've got a saying. My saying is, technology changes nothing, but it improves everything. The technology allows us to do database reactivation so much better, faster, and cheaper than it did 11 years ago. But 11 years ago, a client paid me $6,500, and I got him $45,000 in a single weekend with a few emails. Doing what? Database reactivation. The process. It's all about the process. There you go. Somebody said technology changes nothing but improves everything. Yes, that is correct. All right. What is my mission? I want all of you to have this shirt. I want all of you to be SaaSpreneurs. And I actually have a bigger mission, and it's to save small businesses. And you know how we save small businesses? So put in the chat, how do we save, or who is going to save small businesses? Put in the chat, who is going to save small businesses? Nathan says me. Yes, it's we. Okay, it's we. Every one of us on this call. And that's an important thing. Okay, we are saving small businesses. I know Rob did, and you're going to see some examples here. All right, now I recently helped save a pizza chain out of the Bay Area. All right, and you might know the owner of this pizza chain. He happens to be on the call. His name's you didn't like that part, did you?
This was our test.
All right, I don't know if you know this, but Bayan owns a chain of pizza restaurants in the Bay Area. All right, and so we wanted to try a database reactivation campaign. Actually, what we were really trying was A2P. Everybody's got questions about A2P. Don't worry about it. We've solved that. It doesn't change a thing. It doesn't change a thing. It might even make it easier because people are getting afraid of it, and so they're backing off. There's no reason to back off. All right. Rob said it. Just be compliant. We'll show you how to be compliant. All right. So we were testing something, and so Bayant said, "Let me just grab 100 people, and we're going to send a text message." All we wanted to do was see if the text message was getting delivered. We were testing our delivery. All right. So Bayant grabs a list and he says, "Well, I'll tell you what. Let's grab these people." He grabbed about 100 people, and those 100 people were complainers. Is that true, Bayant? Those are people that didn't like your pizza or didn't like something?
That's correct. Those are the people that we had received a negative feedback from, that were not happy on their previous purchase that they had made at the restaurant.
So, he's getting messages like, "Your pizza stinks," and "Rawr," and "Yuck." All right. So we want to just test out and see if our text message could get delivered. So he said, "Hey, would you like $10 off?" And all of a sudden people started replying, "Yeah, send me the money." Bayant, what happened?
We got about 30 yeses out of the 100, and people showed up and they actually redeemed the coupons.
These are people who don't even like his pizza. All right, but give them a little bit of money, and yeah, man, show me the money. By the way, now they love the pizza. Now they love the pizza. So they had a bad experience one night. Now they love the pizza. Now we turn them into raving reviews. The next thing, of course, we're going to do is ask them for a positive review and referral, right? But we'll talk about that later. Okay, but now you can do that because what have you done? You've taken a dead contact, speed to lead, Rob says. You've taken somebody that was a dead lead, and you've brought them back to life. You've engaged them. You've got them even buying for you again. And now you got a chance to even turn them into a review and referral. How cool is that? How cool is that? All right, now, fortunes in the follow-up, says Ernie. Yeah, I got another one I'll tell you later, Ernie. Stay on the call. All right. All right. How about this? Is there anybody here in lead generation? I know when I talk to people that are in lead generation, they get complaints all the time. And the complaint sounds like this: your leads suck, right? I'm spending $1,500 from you and nobody's buying anything. Well, Joya came to me. Joya happened to be in the fitness niche also. And she's a franchisee. All right. She's a franchise of a company. And the franchise makes her spend $2,000 a month on paid ads, Google, Facebook, different things, right? She has to spend $2,000 a month on a paid ad. And when she gets a lead from the ad, she sends them 2 or 3 messages. And after that, if they don't respond, guess what they do? After 2 or 3 messages, guess what they do? Anybody want to guess what they do after 2 to 3 messages? They stop. They don't do anything. So I said, well, Joya, yeah, give up, says Carlos. Exactly. So I said, Joya, why don't we put them on what I call a win-back campaign? Okay, that's my trademark name for database reactivation. I used to call it sales CPR. Now I call it win-back. Joya, let's try a win-back. You guys want to see some results? So she gave me 8,000 dead leads. 8,000 people. Now, remember, she paid money for this. What does a lead cost these days? $1.50, $2? Right? So she probably spent $12,000, $15,000 on these leads. She's doing nothing with them. Whoops, I jumped ahead too much. No, I didn't. I got the wrong slide there. All right, I'll show you Joya's results in a second. The bottom line is we're getting a response rate of 23% from Joya's dead leads. They're coming in so fast she can't keep up with them. That's what's going on. I got a slide out of order and I will show you that. And I also got a testimonial from her. I'll show you that. So from 8,000 dead leads, she's getting 23%. And now, by the way, let me tell you another secret. We're only dripping out about 100 a day. So the 8,000 leads she gave me, that's gonna last 3 months. And at that, we had to stop it because she was getting too many responses. She couldn't keep up with the responses. So even 100 a day was getting her such a great response. So many speed leads from dead leads that she'd already paid for, that she said, well, pause it. We gotta catch up. By the way, I love what Rob said. And Rob said, don't rely on your customer to do the fulfillment. I'm experiencing that. It comes in so quickly, so fast. The results of database reactivation are so good that they even have trouble keeping up with it. So that's another service that you could provide. Hire a VA, right? And you could charge a lot for that. Absolutely. All right, now, I do something kind of cool. I call it my Big Bang launch day. And I call it Big Bang because what does Sean at High Level always say? What does he always say? Show them success fast. The key, folks, the key to getting clients is get them in the door, show them success fast, because what are they going to ask you? When you show them success fast, what's the very next thing they ask you? Come on, somebody help me out in the chat here. What's the very next thing they're going to ask us? What else can you do for me, right? Absolutely. What else do you do? Exactly right. This opens the door. John Logar talks about this being the best foot in the door offer in the world. We're going to talk about that. All right. You guys want to see how fast? This is a gym in Austin, Texas. This is just a one owner gym. It's called Sloth Fit Gym. This is my client, Alex. Alex owns a gym. And Alex, we just tried it with 700 leads that he had in the system. Alex had a form on his website that said, sign up for our newsletter. I said, Alex, let me see one of your newsletters. He says, I don't have a newsletter. I said, but Alex, you got something on your website. It says, sign up for my newsletter. He says, oh, nobody ever does that. I said, you sure about that? Why don't we go in the back of your WordPress and take a look? 700 people that had signed up for a newsletter from Alex, and Alex never did anything. Okay, this is reality. And Rob, correct me if I'm wrong. This is reality of this type of stuff goes on all the time with clients. They don't even know what they have. The first thing that they'll pay you to do is help them build a list from what they already have. And by the way, I teach you how to do that in this offer that I'm about to do. Okay, because they got leads in WordPress, they got leads in their CRM, they got leads in their appointment calendar, they got leads everywhere. I'll show you in my course in the training with the offer that we have exactly how to do this. You'll come up with more than enough to do this. All right, so, but we only started with, I think maybe 150 people for Alex. Can I show you guys a video that takes about 2 minutes? You guys want to see a real win-back action in real life, and I want you to pay attention to Alex's response. Come on, give me some, come on, you guys got to be more excited about this. If I'm going to show you exactly how I do this, come on, let's hear it, more and more and more. Rev it up, man, rev it up. Let's do it. You guys ready? You're going to love this. And watch Alex's response to this. This is what it looks like, folks. And you're going to feel, you just feel like, you know, master of the universe when you can do this for a client. Here we go. Looking at the clock, is 11:41. You ready to go? Are you hearing the, can you guys hear that? Can you hear it?
You can, you can, but it's not great.
All right, hang on. Let me, I think I got to do something on Zoom. Let me stop sharing and let me check, and then I got to check those audio boxes. Hang on 1 second. I'm gonna stop sharing. And now I'm going to reshare. Yeah, that's a problem. All right, I'm going to start it again, and you folks tell me if you're hearing it better. All right, here we go. Looking at the clock, is 11:41. You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Oh, you can just bypass one step in the automation.
Exactly. Check out the timer. Text
Exactly.
messages went out 4
All right.
seconds ago. So if we go back here, now you're going to see your conversations are going to light up with all these messages going out. These are you. This is you sending out all these messages. There you go. All right. Now check this out. Let's go back to your dashboard. There you go. That's now the value of your dashboard because you got all these people in there at $90 or at $54 a piece.
Sweet.
Right? If we go to your opportunities, there's everybody. Okay. So now when somebody responds yes, they're going to advance to here.
Beautiful.
Okay. So you're gonna at any time you go to opportunities and you know exactly who to call. If you know, but you're gonna see
Dude, I already got a response, Steve.
No way. Dude, I already got a response, Steve. Dude, 49 seconds. Let's keep going.
Yeah. It was a yes.
You got a yes.
From Zania. Yeah.
Zania. Okay, look at that, man. 1 minute. It took 1 minute to get your first response. There's the first one. Keep going. Keep going.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, this is great, Steve.
Oh, man. There you go. Great. Can you
cool,
come
man.
in?
I'm gonna be watching this.
There's your second yes.
Yeah. Wow.
What? There's your second one. Wow.
Man, they're blowing up.
Yeah, they are. They're blowing up. All right. So you're gonna have to manage these conversations.
Hell yeah. Let's do it.
All right.
Dude, this is incredible.
Hey, let's take a look at your pipeline. You're up to $12,800 on your pipeline.
Yeah, dude, based on the conversion rates, like this is the engagement rate's already higher than I thought it was going to be.
The engagement rate is already higher than I thought it was going to be. You guys like to hear that from a client 49 seconds after you start with them? 5 yeses already. Yeah, right. Wow is right. How we doing?
Slaying it. I've been just frantically responding to everybody on here.
Frantically responding to everybody.
This is good.
This is good.
This is so good.
What do you guys think of that? Was that fun or what? Was that fun? So I built in a few tricks in what I call the win back, the way I do it. That's why I call it the Big Bang launch day. I build into my workflow, advancing the pipeline, escalating the dashboard, and I just keep going back and forth. Man, look at your dashboard, because every time they advance to another stage, there's a higher likeliness of to close. So when I built my win back, I built these things in there. Now they're not just seeing the conversation manager blow up, but they're seeing the dollars. They're seeing the dollars add up. They're seeing people move from stage 1 to stage 2, right? And they're seeing those opportunities advance. That's why we call it the Big Bang launch day. Folks, it happens every time. Not always 49 seconds. Sometimes it takes me a minute or two. Okay. But yeah, I do. I record every Big Bang launch day. That's right. Every single one. And man, they love it. They love it. Okay. And so, by the way, so I'm going to go off script a little bit here. Okay. When they sign up, people ask about the A2P. When they sign up, we say, hey, we got this thing called the A2P. It's no problem at all. On the very first day, I'm going to help you get your application done, because it takes about 2 to 4 weeks to get it done. In the meantime, after you get that A2P, there's going to be a little wait. but I'm going to work with you. I'm going to help you find those leads that are in all these different places. I'm going to help you with your script. I'm going to help you with your offer, because when it's ready, man, we're going to have this big bang launch day. And man, that's going to be a life changer for you. And this is the way I talk to them. And this is the way I get them excited. And I show you all this when I show you exactly how I do my win back. That's the offer that's coming up, right? You're going to see exactly how to do this. And man, they love it. Are we having fun yet? I promise you to have fun. Are we having fun yet? By the way, good thing I learned from Rob how to be a good marketer, because before I left, guess what I got from them? I got a testimonial. Someday, not right now, but someday go over to Flawless Follow-Up and check out Alex's story. And there's Alex giving me a testimonial. I didn't wait. In fact, it was pretty lousy video reception, because you could see Alex's video wasn't that good, but I got that testimonial on that call. You know what else I got from Alex? Remember I told you Joya's story, right? Joya that had the 8,000 dead leads. Yeah, Alex referred Joya to me and somebody else. Okay, Alex has turned into my best referral partner. So here's another secret about Joya. Okay, so people are wondering, what do you charge for this? What do you charge for this? Well, what if you made people an irresistible offer, super cheap, super cheap? So Joya's got 8,000 leads. So what if I said, well, Joya, I'll tell you what, I'll take 500 of those leads and let's see what happens. All right, and I'll try that out for 99 bucks. Okay, and then if it works, we'll talk about what happens after that. So I send out 500 and she starts getting 23% response, including people saying, yeah, I want to come in this afternoon. What do you think? Now she's got 7,500 leads left. I've already crushed it with the first 500. Well, Joya, do you want to continue or not? You know, I've only touched 500. You got 7,500 left. What do you want to do? Yeah, John's mind is blown, right? That's how you could have a great foot in the door offer that could then translate into big ticket. Not to mention, later on today, I'll show you what I call the profit wrap. Who wants to know about the profit wrap? Type wrap, W-R-A-P, if you want to know about the profit wrap. That's coming up. All right? Not ramp, wrap. Okay. Not raft, wrap. Okay. All right. So anyways, and then Joya gave me a testimonial. These were the slides that got out of order. Joya's the one with the 8,000 trash leads. She's the one that told her lead generation person, your leads suck. So if there's any lead generation people on the line today and you get told your leads suck, this should be the service that you're offering in addition, okay? Because maybe they sucked when they came in a week ago, 3 weeks ago, a month ago, 6 months ago. Doesn't mean they always suck. The timing just wasn't right. So hit them with database reactivation. Hit them with win back. All right. All right. So there, this is Joya. This is Joya from Joya's Big Bang launch day. This was actually a few days into this. Okay. But we re-engaged 23% of her dead leads. 13 people said yes. Now here, by the way, here's a hidden secret I'll tell you guys. All right. In the win back campaign that I built, people are asking, am I going to give a snapshot? Well, I happen to work for a company that builds snapshots and happens to sell them. So stick around. All right. But, you know, AI, if in the workflows, and it tries to determine if something's a positive intent or a negative intent. It does really well with yes. It does really well with no. Everything in between, it sucks. Okay. So in the workflow, if it's a yes, it goes one way. If it's a no, it goes the other way. But anybody that responds with anything other than yes or no, it goes into this middle stage. We're finding the gold in this stage. We're finding gold. Yeah, you know what? I tore up my knee and I need to find somebody to trade with, you know, whatever. We are finding absolute gold. Look at this, 247 leads that we engaged out of the first few hundred, okay? Well, 23%. So here, 13 plus 247, 260. So after we set the first 1,000 people, we had engaged 247. These were dead leads. These were dead leads sitting on a disk, sitting on her hard drive, doing nothing that she'd paid thousands of dollars for. Do you think Joya wanted to kiss me on the lips? All right. So let me ask you this. What if all you had to do was show people a video? What if that's the only thing you had to do, to show the video to get them interested in this? You don't even have to explain it. And it's a 3-minute video. Hey, Mr. or Mrs. Business Owner, would you like to see how we can win you back customers in 3 minutes and 30 seconds? Here's a video. All right. What if that's all you had to do? Because we created for you a killer branded video that all you have to do is direct people to a sales letter that's got this video at the top. All right. And it's a good one. I promise you it's a good one. At the end, maybe I'll show it. Right now, I don't have time because we're running late. All right. Stick around to the end. Maybe I'll show it. But how about if we gave it to you and branded it with your name on it? And then how about this? How about, just in case they don't buy on the first time, how about if we follow it up? How about if we give you what we call first our 5-stage ignition funnel? So consider this a intense nurture funnel, okay, workflow. So in case they don't buy the first time, we're going to capture them, and then we're going to engage them with 5 more follow-up messages within the next 2 weeks. And just for safety's sake, if they still don't buy, we'll still follow up with them forever. This is something I do in flawless follow-up. I call it my forever follow-up. We just poke people every 45 to 60 days. Yeah, I know you didn't want to test out the gym now, but how about now? You still feeling fat? You want to come on back? This works. Nathan says, take my money already. All right, give them the link. All right, now, I call it the win back challenge. Now, database reactivation is great, but I've heard Rob say that database reactivation is not the best name for it. No business owner understands what database reactivation is, and it's fairly techy, and I'm not knocking Rob. I've heard Rob say it. But every customer, every business in the world wants to win back customers. And so we gamify it. We call it a challenge. And we've created an offer with everything done for you so that you can go offer win back challenges to your clients. And we're calling it the ultimate SaaS offer because we're giving you everything. Now, I'm not just talking about a snapshot. Yes, it has a snapshot, but listen to me train. Listen to the wording that I use. Listen to the way we phrased everything. This is what we're doing for you. We're giving you an offer. We're giving you the go-to-market business in a box, all set up and ready to go, so that you can get premium clients for high-ticket database reactivation campaigns. You guys want to know what's inside? All right. So first thing is, this, by the way, is a course. This we have on an exit pop. Remember, when people go to watch the video at the sales letter, if they don't buy right away, we grab them with an exit pop and we get them into a course, and then we follow up with them. So the first thing I want you to know, we're giving you all these things to help you attract and convert the clients. The first thing you have to do is attract and convert the clients. So what's inside that? What are we talking about? Number one, we're giving you the branded explainer video. Now, you know, we sell branded video. So $395, that's a real price. It's actually $100 less. If you go to our website and look at branded explainer videos, they're $495, they're $595. So it's a very fair value, and we tell you $395. And I got to tell you, it's damn good. John Logar, you've heard us talk about him a few times on this call. I think he's actually in the audience, is an incredible sales guy. This guy teaches people how to take SaaS and take them from a couple $100s a month to spending $4,000 and $5,000 a month, if not more. All right. John Logar, who knows a thing or two in marketing, he looked at this video. He says, this is one of the best foot in the door offers I've ever seen. The video sounds like something Dan Kennedy would do. Now, I got to tell you, to a guy like me, that's about the highest praise and the highest compliment that anybody could give me. All right. So I appreciate that, John. Just know that somebody who knows a thing or two about great offers is putting his stamp of approval on it. You're going to get it. I'm going to give it to you. All right. Now, there's a top of the sales letter. By the way, many of you don't have testimonials. I understand you don't have testimonials, but you can borrow my testimonials. Alex is the guy you just watched. We ran the win back challenge, got our first yes in just 49 seconds. It doesn't matter that you didn't push the button and send it. All you're saying is that businesses have had success with this. Here's a guy who had success with it. We're letting you trade on our success because we know you don't have that proof right now. How many of you proof and testimonials is a problem? Because we're solving that problem for you. And we're going to give you a professionally written sales letter and the entire funnel. I say the value of that's $395. We're probably underpricing the value of that. We're going to give you a full lead magnet course. The reason we're giving you this course is to build your list. You could ask them to go look at the offer. You could ask them to sign up for the course. The course is all yours. It's $595. It's all designed to say, look, if you want to win back customers, we'll show you how to do it. I promise you, the response is going to be, will you just do this for me? Or, hey, I need a platform to do this on. Do you happen to know a platform I could do this on? I don't know. Do you happen to know a platform that could do it on? Of course you do. I'm giving it to you in a box. Follow up first. You've heard it said, speed to lead. Rob was telling you the importance of following up right away. We're going to follow up immediately. And then we're going to follow up forever so things don't fall through the cracks. So I'm going to give you both of those workflows as well. If you want flyers, if you want collateral material, we've had some professionally designed on Canva. So you can go there, you can personalize it, make it your own. Many of you want a pitch deck. So that alone, if I just gave you that stuff alone, it'll be worth $4,065. Era says this is super. You're right, Era. Thank you very much. You got a good eye. All right. Now, if we just gave you this, that's worth $4,065. I almost threw a picture in here and I didn't, but it's me holding $6,500 in cash, 65 $100 bills that my first database reactivation client paid me. So easily, I could have paid for all of this with my first client. It's worth much more, but I think you know how this goes. We're not going to ask $4,065 from you, right? You know that. We're not going to do that. But we're also going to give you more. We're not going to stop there. All right. First of all, I want to know, would you guys like me to show you how to do a big bang launch day? Let me know. Just put like big bang launch. Yes. Do you want me to train you how to do that? Exactly how to set it up so you guys can have your own big Zoom calls like that. You want that? Okay. Because I'm going to give you the training for that. All right. Then, the win back doesn't stop with just one campaign. We want SaaS customers we want sticky SaaS customers that stay with us forever. So I got the best development in the team in the world. We got Zach, Michael, the Z boys. These guys, they are the best development team in the world. We figured out a way to make this evergreen and infinite. Who in the world is going to ever want to unplug when this thing keeps delivering them money every single day, right? They're not going to want to unplug. We call it the win back forever funnel. So we built that little trick into it already. A pitch worthy of Billy Mays. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not as laid back as Rob. Sorry about that. All right. Pipeline management workflow. You saw how the offers move through the pipeline. Would you guys like that? Because it makes for a killer big bang launch day. And then what I call the dashboard exploder. So they can see the numbers just boom, just explode, right? Nathan, this is absolutely amazing. Thank you, buddy. All right. So all of that stuff, value is another $990. So we're getting close to $5,000 of value. Of course, we're not going to charge you that, right? So hang in there because I got more stuff for you. All right. I still got more stuff for you. What did I skip over? I skipped over something. The bottom line is this. The entire package, and we'll go through the package again, is total price is $11,341. We're selling it for $24.95. Now, I want everybody right now, if you're interested, by the way, I happen to have a discount for the first 54 people. The first 54 people. So folks, when we made an offer like this last week in a room, we sold out in 90 seconds. 90 seconds. And right now I'm showing I was showing about 195 people here live. Of course, we're streaming this in several places. Oh, John, thank you. Here's what I would suggest you do this. Go queue it up, because as soon as I show you the discount, I'm going to show you a coupon code on the next page. You need to be ready to enter that coupon code if you want to be a chance to be one of the first 54 people. Scan that QR code. Go to getextendly.com/win. Start right now entering the information. Let me know when you're ready, because when I get enough readies, I'm going to go to the next slide. I'm going to reveal the coupon code so you can enter that coupon code and just know that only 54 of you are going to get this deal. Are you guys ready? I want to hear ready. Who is ready for that coupon code? Say ready, 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 ready. You ready? Who's going to put it in? All right, get ready. Here's the coupon code. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's not it. It's win 25. What happened here? Got the wrong slide. It's win 25, everybody. Let me change this.
The coupon code is win25, guys.
Win 25.
We make mistakes sometimes.
Boy, is customer support going to be angry with me. Sorry, customer support. All right. Win 25, folks. You should be checking out right now. Can you stack coupons? No, you can't stack coupons. Thank you, John. John says absolute value. Thank you. Okay, go there right now. Now, folks, I got more for you. We're not stopping. We're not stopping. Hang on. Okay, win 25. There you go. I added this today because there's so much I want to teach you. So I'm going to give you 4 advanced training sessions. All right. And by the way, I know there's people on this that signed up last week when we were in Tampa. You're going to get these training sessions too. Don't worry. Okay. We're going to give them to you as well. These are bonuses, but you're going to spend 4 sessions with me. Group training, so I can help you with all this. I know you've got questions. Who should I talk to? What should we pay? How do you do the Big Bang launch? I'm going to work with you on all that. 4 sessions, $2,000 value. That's one of the bonuses, okay, that you'll get when you sign up today. These bonuses go away today. Now, especially this one. I told you that the key to making it in SaaS is getting clients fast, but then you got to keep them. You can't let them churn. So I happen to know these folks. They're the best support people in the business, and they're called Extendly. All right. How would you like Extendly to onboard your people the right way? Because Bayon's going to let me give you 10 onboardings. That's a $1,299 value. Now, folks, if you don't believe the value, go to the website right now and you're going to see that's the real price. This is free money. This is real free money. This is not hyperinflated, real free money. You're going to get it right now, $1,299, because you need to onboard your people the right way or they're not going to stick. So we're going to do it for you. Charles says onboarding is the key. You're 100% right. Now, a lot of those people, they might want support. So check this out. How would you like 3 months of unlimited client support? Lee Kara says, done. Nathan Klug is in. All right. Andy says, I'm driving and want to capitalize. Andy, don't crash. Just gently, safely move over, exit, and get out and pay for the darn thing. All right. Now, real value, $17.97. You don't believe me? Go right now to extendly.com. You know, Tiffany's in. Boom. All right. So what does that get us up to? There's that value, $11,341. $11,341. Getextendly.com/win. I think I got some more. Let's see. There's that wrong coupon code again. Ooh, darn it. I can't believe that. Thought I fixed that. All right. Hang on, folks. All right. Now, what else? Everybody's worried about A2P compliance. I created the A2P snapshot that many of you have. And if you don't have it, if you run an agency, would you like our snapshot with the course that I created with my buddy Rob? All right. We have literally trained thousands of people how to become A2P compliant. So I'd like you to have that as our gift. And this is for everybody, by the way. Everybody that's here, look at Nathan says the A2P snapshot has saved my butt so many times. Everybody here is entitled to this. If Bant or somebody, if you could share that link in the chat, okay? We're going to send out an email with all these links afterwards anyways. Don't worry, folks, okay?
The link's also right on the top. It says go.getextendly.com/A2P.
There you go.
We'll share it in
All
the
right.
chat.
So, folks, that's our gift to you today. Even if you don't buy, you can have that. All right? And also, another gift. Guys, this is the best tool. I wish I had this when I started my agency, but I sure have it now. A free knowledge base from Extendly. It's packed with thousands of articles, walkthrough tours. There is no instruction manual for GHL for your client, but now there is. And I got to tell you, it's a full-time job for several people just keeping this thing up to date, but we're doing it for you. We could easily charge thousands of dollars for this. We could charge a subscription for this because we keep it up to date. But we're giving it to you as our gift. If you have an agency, if you get nothing else out of this, if you don't like what Rob does, if you don't like what I do, that's okay. You should go get that knowledge base. Because without it, your clients are in the dark and you're going to turn them. So go to getextendly.com/KB. All right. Rob is giving away his database reactivation course. And I got to tell you, I've been through the course. It is a phenomenal course. He is the GOAT of database reactivation, without a doubt. So go get that. Getextendly.com/DR. But the reason you want that, and the reason you want to also get the win back challenge in addition, is because Rob is going to show you some great things. But I have a few tricks up my sleeve also that happen to work outstanding, including the Big Bang launch. Rob's not going to show you that. That's mine. All right. Rob doesn't have the offer in a box like we have. That's also mine. Rob, maybe he gives them a snapshot. I don't know, but we've got our own stuff. All right. So it's not either or. Rob will teach you great stuff, but if you want to go to market tomorrow, if you want to start getting clients tomorrow, this is where you get going. Thank you. Lee Karras has so much value from you all. How many we got in? I bet we're close to sold out. Now, finally, I can't say enough about this guy, and he's on the call here. Here's what I love about this guy, besides him being a great guy. I was in Tampa last week and at an event, and people keep coming up to me and they keep telling me, John Logar changed the way I get clients. I was selling my stuff too cheap. Does anybody feel that they're giving their stuff away? Does anybody need help really being able to ask people and really being able to justify the value so that clients become $48,000 to $60,000 clients and not like a few $100 clients? All right. John is the real deal. And we've asked John, by the way, John charges, I'm going to guess, he didn't tell me. People like John, I would imagine if you want to spend a day with John, it would cost you about $10,000. Plus, you probably have to fly him first class from Australia, and put him up for the night and take him out to a nice dinner. Okay, I'm just guessing. If I were John, that's what I would do, right? So good news is you don't have to do that because we've done that for you. All right, we have engaged John. John is going to put on a free workshop next week on how to get clients that will pay you $48K to $60K a year, $4,000 to $5,000 a month. He's also going to show you how to do that with win-back. So I'll give you a little hint. If you get win-back today, you're going to really, really be grateful because John's going to show you what to do with that next week. Now, you'll be able to learn from John and you'll be able to sell even other stuff besides win-back. But next week, you're probably going to be kicking yourself in the pants if you didn't get win-back right now because our coupon will be gone, our bonuses will be gone, and you'll have to pay full price, and nobody likes to pay full price. All right? So go right now, grab the offer, put in the discount code, which is WIN25, all right? And John made us a little video. 1 second. Who wants to hear a video from John? Who wants to hear, not 150, WIN25. All right.
Hey everybody, John Logo Consulting
Okay, is that video coming through?
Yes.
That audio?
Yes.
Unleashed. I'm super excited about Rob Bailey's and Extendly's program with the win-back offer. It is probably one of the easiest ways to generate revenue for the clients you're going after, and it's probably one of the fastest ways that you can put a product out into the market with the services you've got with Extendly. The reason I'm here is not just to say that this is an amazing program that you've got, but next week we're running a series called the B2B Unleashed, or the Extendly B2B Unleashed Sales Series. Make sure you register for that training. Over 3 days, I'm going to show you how to target the right types of clients that'll spend between $5,000 and $10,000 or more per month for your services. I'm going to show you how to engage them. I'm going to give you a no-brainer offer that you can literally walk into your market where people are going to pay you $4,000 up front for the no-brainer offer. And the third thing is I'm going to show you a really simple sales process that if you follow that structure, you're going to maximize your opportunity to generate and close a lot of sales. So make sure, watch out for the emails, come along to the Extendly B2B Sales Series. Looking forward to helping all of you convert clients in real time. So thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the training. And like I said, the win-back offer is probably one of the best opportunities you have to promote a very direct product that has direct revenue impact for a business. One of the easiest ways to generate revenue, open the door to picking up more sales, upselling clients into much more higher categories. If you're looking to bring on clients that are going to spend between $1,000 to $5,000 a month in recurring revenue with you, then make sure you join our training next week. Thanks for watching. I'll see you there.
John, thank you so much. Absolutely awesome. This is actually on my flawless follow-up. This will see that I've got the exit pop with the free course. All right. So this is what it will be like. Attention, business owners of all types. Feeling lost in a whirlwind of relentless competition? Struggling to make your voice heard above the chaos? Your social media ads disappearing into the oblivion? Emails ignored? And all that money you spent on SEO is not getting you the search results that you want. Your attempts to stand out are getting swept up, drowned out in the endless sea of digital noise. And your frustration is ever mounting as the efforts you pour into attracting new customers feel like you're shouting into the void. No matter what you do or how much money you spend, you can't buy the results your business needs. You're trapped. This is the visibility vortex. But don't despair, there is a way out. A path that leads you from the frustrating swirl of the vortex to a thrilling surge of business growth and customer engagement. Prepare yourself for the rapid revenue rush you've been looking for. And it's what you'll experience when you take the Win-Back Challenge from Flawless Follow-Up. Step into the future just days from now. Your dashboard, once a somber place, now pulsates with the heartbeat of returning customers, renewed engagements, and rising sales. Your pipeline, once clogged with stalled leads, now it flows freely as returning customers eagerly advance through the stages. And your customer engagement? Wait until you experience the excitement and thrill as your conversation manager comes alive, bursting with chatter from returning customers eager to do business with you again. You've never seen anything like the rapid spike in engagement, this sudden surge of conversions, and the rising tide of revenue. It's exhilarating. And it all happens within seconds of launching your first Win-Back Challenge. Doubtful? Here's why the Win-Back Challenge is proven to work so well with businesses of all types and all sizes. The Win-Back Challenge focuses on winning back past customers that already love doing business with you. It's so much easier, it's so much faster, it's so much cheaper, and a whole lot less risk than trying to acquire new customers. Consider this. It's 5 times costlier to acquire a new customer than it is to retain an existing one. And your odds of selling to an existing customer are 60 to 70%, compared to a mere 5 to 20% for a new prospect. And just a tiny 5% increase in customer retention can boost your profits by up to 95% or more. Those aren't just numbers. Those are actual results, proven by countless businesses. Ask Alex, a gym owner who saw his first returning member in just 49 seconds of launching his Win-Back Challenge. And then there's Mandy, a pet supply company whose sales increased a whopping 600%. Or Susie, whose store experienced her best sales day ever. She even made her larger competitor jealous with envy. And we want to prove it to you. When you reserve your spot in the Win-Back Challenge today, we'll slash the price, plus we'll guarantee your results 100%. That's right, for just $99, you get a full 60 days of wins. You'll escape the visibility vortex and ride the wave of the rapid revenue rush. And if you don't see results, you get your money back. That's our promise. So which is it? Stay stuck in the visibility vortex? Or ride the wave of the rapid revenue rush? The choice is yours. But you can't wait. Our special is going on now and for a limited time only. Break free from the chaos. Step into a world of thriving sales and market domination. Reserve your spot in the Flawless Follow-Up Win-Back Challenge today. There you go. All right, now I wanted to show you one more thing.
And while you pull that up, Steve, I want to clarify something real quick here.
Yeah.
By the way, before we put out these offers, we test them ourselves. The purpose of acquiring Steve's agency was so we can test these ourselves first before we release them. So we've tested a few of these types and we've tested this as well, and it works. It worked for us. It brought in a bunch of customers over our way as well. And right now we're testing a low price point of $99 to see how that does, opposed to a higher price point. of charging a larger upfront fee. I do have to tell you, charging a higher price point so far seems like the winner. The lower price point, you can have a more of a do-it-yourself rather than done for you experience. You can't afford to do a done for you on a lower price point like a 99 or a 299 or anything of that nature. So a higher price point is better if you want to do it done for you. If you want it do it yourself, then yes, you can approach the lower price point.
Beautiful. Thank you, Bayan. All right, now, this is a foot in the door, folks. This is like a Trojan horse. It gets you past the gatekeeper. It gets you on the inside. And what do? You get a win. You've seen how that works. All right. Then people ask you, what else can you do for me? So this is how we elevate them and escalate them quickly using the high level. This is perfect, right? First, this is the profit wrap. First, we help them with a win back. Then what happens when they have successful customers? Rob talked about it. Get reviews, increase their reputation. So now we can take all those people that went through the win back and came in and they bought. Well, now, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, would you like us to put them on a reputation campaign? My price is X. And then they're going to say, what else can you do? Well, let us automate all those processes. This is where the money really comes in. They want you to start creating workflows for them. Now, guess what? We happen to have this awesome snapshot that should be the foundation of everything that you do. Not to mention the fact that we've got the automation library. We have created the de facto small business snapshot that should be the foundation of everything that you do. And think of all the things that you could automate based upon that. So folks, with Extendly, we've got everything you need in your agency to get your foot in the door, put them through the profit wrap, listen to people like John Logar, who's going to tell you how you use this foot in the door to turn these people into $4,000, $5,000 or more per month with a down payment in advance, by the way. You're just getting started. Look at all the great stuff that's about to happen.
And by the way, this is a sneak peek into the future. You're looking at the W right now, which is the win back from the profit wrap. And when we put out another webinar in the future and we tell you to attend, be sure to be there because R is going to be coming out at that time, and that's going to be reputation for R. And there's, of course, we're going to, test all of that in advance, make sure it actually works, tweak it as needed before we present it to you guys. But that's what is going to be next. And then A will be right after that. So profit wrap is right there, a little sneak peek into the future.
Well, Kerry, I just answered your question. How do I get from $99 to $5,000? The profit wrap, Kerry, and John Logar. The profit wrap and John Logar. That's going to give you a lot of the information that you need. And I think maybe we need to say one of those disclaimers here that we can't guarantee anything to anybody, but we're certainly going to show you methods that we know that work. All right.
That's right.
All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. We had a lot of fun this afternoon. We showed you a lot of great things. Whether you get in today, or we'll probably see you in the very near future when you are in a little better shape to do it, whatever the case might be, I wish you nothing but success. Those of you that haven't seen me present before, from the bottom of my heart, I love you. I appreciate you. I want success for you. I want success for your clients. Really, the best thing that ever happened to me was I discovered these things years ago. And then High Level and Extendly really have taken that to the next level. You're in a great place. We'll be doing more together very, very soon. Have a wonderful weekend.
Want to learn Go High Level in a structured format? Check out the GHLacademy.com by Extendly. We guarantee to save you 6 months of wasted subscription costs for High Level. Just visit the GHLacademy.com.